Hey, what's up, team? Today we're going to be breaking down the top stock picks for this week. Number one is, of course, going to be SPY. We've got to continue to keep SPY on watch as it's beginning to form a range with resistance up here around 430 and support being put in around 405. So with SPY trading closer to the bottom side of the range, the main thing that we're going to be looking for going into tomorrow and into the rest of this week is just simply new lows to be put in. So we'll be watching SPY to either validate 405 as a level of support or continue to push downwards and fail to hold that level of support. If 405 breaks, I think it's very possible that we could see 400 on SPY. So we'll be looking to take a short position on SPY below 405 tomorrow if it does fail to hold. Number two on our watch list is going to be AMD. So AMD, since the earnings pop, has not done much. It pulled back enough to fill the gap from the original jump, but has had a lot of trouble breaking this $100 hold number. So now we've got a range being formed with resistance at 100 and support being at $92. What we'll be looking for this week is either one of those levels to be broken. If we break 92, this is an old level of resistance, right? If we break 92, I think it's possible for us to see a move down to 88 or possibly even 86. Whereas if we break 100, I think it's possible for us to see a move up towards 103, maybe even 104. So I know it's one of those things, oh, well, yeah, you're just going to go long if it goes up or go short if it breaks down. Yes, but as of right now, there is no direction. So I can't have a bias on if we're going to be long biased on AMD or if we're going to be short biased on AMD. It's really just going to depend on AMD's direction and overall market direction. What I will say, though, is that AMD has been holding up fairly well given what SPY has been doing recently, which is coming down. So it makes me think that if we do see a bounce on SPY off 405, it's very possible that AMD will bounce as well, and we may even get that break of 100. The next one on the watch list is going to be DWAC. So DWAC has had a lot of trouble breaking this $50 hold number right there. You could see the resistance drawn across. It's trading and consolidating right now at the 200 EMA. But what I'm really kind of looking at here is this curve that it's starting to form. So we had the push up and then the pull back, right? But it started to curl and kind of look like this. So what I'm looking for from here is this next leg up if we get it. So that would be a break of $50, which is the whole number level of resistance. You can see that that resistance is very clearly shown to us here on this chart. It's also where the 200 EMA is located, and it would be the stock would be then putting in higher highs at that time. So I think a break of 50 could give us a move up to $54 to $56 this week. The next one on our watch list will be SQ. This one I'm wanting to stay patient a little bit on SQ, just because I'm not sure where this is going to go. So it had the earnings report, right, and dropped, but we've got a hammer candle being formed here on SQ. So that drop down to $90 was bought up, and it's trading pretty close to 100. And in most cases, I would say let's go long over 100 to run this back up to maybe 110 or so. But I want to make sure that we're staying patient on SQ. I don't want to get an early entry on 100 just to see it reject at like 103, 104, 105 area. So what I'm patiently waiting for is a true move up. I want to see if it can hold 100 as a level of support. Well, first of all, break 100 and then hold 100 as a level of support before we look at taking it long over maybe 107 for the move to 110 plus. So I've got a few alerts set. Actually, I have one alert set, but I'm going to set another one on SQ above 107. Just keeping an eye on this chart for a move later on this week if we get it. PFE. So this one has been pretty much non-directional since the earnings report. A lot of chop here near that 200 EMA. It has been unable to break the $50 whole number, so we'll draw a trend line there. We're seeing support being built at 48 right there, so we're just going to go a little lower and maybe say 47.5 is the true level of support. This is a bear pennant pattern right here. So we got the drop and then the higher lows, but also the lower highs all kind of converging to this point. PFE, I think, is almost ready for a directional move. So we'll just be looking to take it long over 50, otherwise a short below 47.5 or a short below 47 for the drop down further. Microsoft, next one on the watch list. I believe that the direction on Microsoft will highly depend on the direction of the overall market. This looks very similar to SPY, right? We've got a range being built with resistance at 290 and support down here at 270. 270 has been hit as a point of support multiple times in the past. You see that noted by each blue arrow right here. So if Microsoft fails to hold 270 as a point of support and we see a drop on SPY, the overall market coming down or the market sentiment is bearish, I'm liking Microsoft as a potential short idea underneath 270 for the move down to 265 to 260. Amazon. This one, I don't ever really like saying that trades are easy or that analysis is easy, but this is very simple as far as analysis goes. So the earnings report is what caused this gap down. Amazon had a bear flag. It's continued to make lower lows from the gap down. We saw what happened with Netflix when it gapped down, just continued to make lower lows. We saw what happened with Facebook when it gapped down, continued to make lower lows. So Amazon is just now potentially starting this process of gapping down and then continuing to make lower lows. So again, I don't want to say that this is an easy trade idea, but it is a very simple idea. Just take Amazon short under each previous low. So every new low that Amazon forms is a potential short idea. At this point, it would be a short below 2260 for the move down to possibly 2200. Tesla is the next one on the watch list. This one's kind of tough to read. I'm not quite sure what to make of Tesla at this point. You know, we had the drop down from Musk selling his shares, and then we had the whole Twitter news come out with Musk buying Twitter, and then a lot of investors may be feeling like Musk is spreading himself too thin across his companies, may not be able to devote as much attention to Tesla by owning Twitter. So there's a lot of kind of hesitancy here I'm feeling, and I'm not totally sure what to make of it. Tesla was red, trading near this 200 EMA, and then pushed up to 960 and then dropped right back down below this 200 EMA. What I am sure of is that support is in this area, around 820 to 840. So I think much like Amazon, what I'm looking for is just new recent lows to be put in on Tesla. So it'll be a short idea as of right now, below 840 with maybe an $820 or $800 price target. I'm not super keen on taking Tesla long until it does break this downward trend that it is in. So I would need to see higher highs be put in over 960. We're not really near that price point right now. So the only way that I'm leaning on Tesla, taking a trade on Tesla, is if it does make new lows. So it'll be a short idea below 840. The next one on my watch list is PLTR, and this is only because PLTR has earnings tomorrow morning before the open. Not a whole lot of technical analysis to be done on something that has earnings. You know, it's really going to depend on the report. Does it gap up, or does it gap down, or does it gap at all? You know, we're going to have to wait and see what the price action is going to be on PLTR in the morning, but it is a potential stock that could make our watch list. I do see that it has resistance right here over $11, so you know, maybe if it gaps up to 11, we'll look at taking it long over 11 for maybe the move to $12. Otherwise, if it gaps down, I may not even put it on the watch list, to be honest. We'll just have to see where it goes from here. All right, so PLTR is a potential stock to make the watch list depending on what the earnings report says and the stock looks like tomorrow. All right, press the like button for me. Thank you for your time for watching this video. I hope that it's helped you out and formulated to help you form a plan for tomorrow. Again, those stocks that I will be watching will be SPY AMD, DWAC, SQ, PFE, Amazon, Microsoft, Tesla, and PLTR. Take care, enjoy your afternoon, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in chat.